Senator Joe Griffo last night was quite impressive out there in the wheelchair.
I think you had a great three-point shot there, Bill. I would have put you with those SU guys any day.
That's right. I was something. I'm not sure what the definition of something is, but it is what it is.
I'll tell you, those Citron guys are pretty impressive, aren't they?
Oh, my God. It's unbelievable. Speaking of three-pointers, they were knocking down Jimmy Joseph and a couple of those other, Herman Garrick, some of those, they were just pounding it. It was incredible.
Yeah, J-Rob, young J-Rob.
Yeah, that kid. Well, he almost took me out. He was coming after me. I saw that.
We thought you were going to play the role of Matt Hamill, the enforcer, but you didn't do that last night. You were calm.
I tried to be calm. I really did. Because if I wasn't, I knew Jimmy Joseph would jump out of that chair and wrestle me right in the middle of and I didn't want to be a part of that. I couldn't do it. All right, Joe, great event, by the way, put on every year by Citron, and it was really an honor to be involved in that. And it was really awesome last night. So, Vernon Downs really putting the blame. They're not opening on time, and they're putting the blame on you guys.
Yeah, we've spoken to Mr. Gural, and over the last few years, the state's had to step in to assist him, and actually we've supported a lot of his efforts, even when he made the bid for the casino in Tioga, indicated that would help Vernon. Look, racing in general has been having some difficulties and challenges across the state. But then as a result of the governor's gaming initiative and the poor decisions made by the Gaming Commission in placing a casino in Lago in Seneca County, they're going to have an impact on many of the industries. It's caused Turning Stone to make decisions, which I understand and actually support because they have to be competitive. So what happens now is you have this squeeze, and people like Vernon are feeling that, and we're doing our best to try to assist him. When you talk to him, I think he can explain that. We had a proposal that would have helped Vernon, Batavia, and Hamburg. We did not originally was met with resistance from the executive, but then they came on board. They wanted to provide capital money to Gural. He needed operational money. So we're trying to work within the framework and the formulas that exist right now. I'm still hopeful that when we get back, we can rectify this. There was some resistance in the legislature from some of the other leaders. But I think in the end, it's something that needs attention, and hopefully we can correct when we go back.
Isn't it a little early for Vernon Downs to be saying our numbers are way low? I mean, I know they're comparing March this year to March last year, but, you know, it's we had a rough weather month in March.
Well, there are a couple of factors there. I think racing in general has had some difficulties over the last decade. It's just a reflection of society and where people spend their money. But, I mean, Vernon Downs is a great attraction for the region. It's a part of everything that we're doing in totality. So you don't want to lose that. And we've worked with Jeff in the past, and we're going to continue to try to help him. I think he makes a reasonable request. And he also, I have extracted from him a commitment. He cannot continually have this cloud over the community and the facility, that he would agree that if we could fix this and help him this time, that he'd remain open for the next 5 years without any major problems that could occur outside of our control. So I'm hopeful that when we get back, we continue to have this discussion. As I said, the governor's office began to move in the right direction. We're working with the assembly leadership now. They wanted to just look at one or two tracks. You have to look at this collectively, unfortunately, and I think that's where we need to put our attention when we get back, and I'm hopeful that this is a postponement, not a cancellation of the season, and that we can resolve this expeditiously.
All right, Joe, I know you're on the road this morning, and I appreciate you taking time to pipe in.
Thanks, Bill. Take care. Have a great Easter, everybody.
Yep. Happy Easter. Thanks so much.
Easter.
Let's go to Jeff Gural, who's standing by on the line right now from Vernon Downs. Jeff, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Hi.
So you said the senator said that the two of you have talked and that if they can resolve this is something that isn't going to be happening every year. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I want to make it clear. Joe Griffo, I bet, has really done more to help than anyone. He's been a terrific ally, and people are lucky to have him as a senator. I think, I did. I agree with him. People don't want to see me coming back year after year saying, "Oh, I need tax relief." We've tried to guesstimate what the impact is going to be of all the competition. I think it was always the state everybody understood that when you open these casinos that you would have to help the racinos if you wanted them to stay in business by reducing the tax rate. They've already done it last year for Finger Lakes, and in the law, Saratoga automatically got tax relief. We're really the one that needed it. I think, the governor's office was supportive, and as was the Senate, the Assembly. We never got there, and I think we just ran out of time. So I'm optimistic. I'd be shocked if we don't get relief.
You're way down from last year?
Yeah, and from the year before. I mean, it's been a steady decline, really. Once the Yellow Brick Road opened, that really took a bite out of our Syracuse business because the Oneidas, were looking to respond to the fact that Lago got a license, which kind of surprised everyone, myself included.
Yeah.
To put a casino in the middle of all these other casinos, so they cleverly opened a casino basically outside of Syracuse, so that people living in Syracuse, which is the biggest market, would have a shorter drive to Yellow Brick Road than they would to Lago or Vernon or Turning Stone. Yeah. So we took a hit. Then they've also made improvements to their facility. They made a chunk of it, most of it non-smoking, which was a good idea. I hate cigarette smoke, and so do many of our customers. And then we've got Lago and Rivers opening. We're dead center in the middle of that. Yeah. So the combination is, we weren't exactly a huge profit-driven. Yeah. Fortunately, I'm in the real estate business in Manhattan. This is really a labor of love for me because I'm a horse guy, not a casino guy. But, you reach a point, it doesn't make a lot of sense to lose $150,000 a month.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that. In the release, it said, as you just said, losing $150,000. That's revenues down $150,000, or you're in the red $150,000 every month?
I'm in the red $150,000 a month. So in the last 4 or 5 years, our revenues dropped about $6 million, and essentially we keep 41% of that. So that's a $2.5 million right out the window. Plus, I decided last year to make the minimum wage $10.10 for all my employees. So.
Let me ask you: do you, with this tax relief that you're proposing, is that going to put you into a good position?
It'll make us profitable. Yeah. It'll bring us back, and then it'll enable us. I guess I'll continue to probably. My expenses go up every year because we got to give our employees raises. Health insurance goes up, utilities.
Yeah.
So I don't like I said. It is a 5-year commitment on my part to keep it open, even if I guessed wrong and it becomes a money loser again, because we also own Tioga Downs, which does have a casino license, and hopefully, once we get the hotel open and the golf course at Tioga, that'll really become a money maker. But Tioga's profitable, so
is the casino open at Tioga?
Yeah, we opened. We were the first to open, actually, December 1st. Yeah.
Got it. All right, and obviously that's helping down in the southern tier for you then.
Yeah, basically Tioga is subsidizing Vernon, but that's pretty silly. You know what I mean? If you're losing that kind of money, you're better off not even.
All right, got it. All right, so when do you see if they get back? When are they going back? It's after this Easter week. They'll be back in Albany. If they were able to pull something off, when do you see yourself?
We would open right away. I don't expect this to be a long delay.
But not until the tax relief is actually put into play.
Well, if I get a commitment that it's going to be. I'm a horse guy. I know this is not. I have a lot of people there that support me. They're friends of mine, so I don't want to make it difficult. So hopefully, we can get some positive, feedback. This doesn't cost the taxpayers anything. That's what's frustrating, because essentially the money that that I was, on the $6 million of business that's declined.
Yeah.
That $6 million, they just gone to one of these other 4 places. So the state is still collecting the same money for education that they were collecting from me. They're just collecting it from someplace else.
All right. Okay.
So this is a unique situation. It hasn't cost it's not costing the taxpayers anything.
All right, Jeff Gural, we appreciate your time, and we hope this thing gets rectified and Vernon Downs gets opened as soon as possible.
Well, I think that's what'll happen, hopefully. Thanks for your time as well.
All right.
Bye.
Have a great weekend. Thanks.
And you have to hope, regardless of how you feel about gaming, that this gets worked out. There's a lot of jobs at Vernon.
A lot of jobs there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.